Buckle up, true believers. Let's transport ourselves to a mysterious cave in Mongolia where a remarkable tale of human endurance will leave you speechless. A 200-year-old Buddhist monk on his spiritual quest for enlightenment gets stuck between life and death. He's meditating deeply, mastering every fiber of his being, when suddenly, an unknown force halts time literally. His body begins to wither away, but his spirit remains, trapped in this state for centuries. And the most jaw-dropping part, what scientists found when they uncovered this enigmatic monk, still frozen in the lotus position, is a discovery that will challenge everything you thought you knew about the human body and its capabilities. So, let's dig into one of the most astonishing archaeological finds ever recorded. What happened to our monk and how did he cheat death? Get ready for an incredible true story. A journey into one of history's greatest enigmas. On January 17, 2015, in Mongolia's Sangyino-Kirkan province, a Buddhist monk was discovered, eerily preserved, frozen in time. The monk, believed to be over 2 centuries old, appeared surprisingly lifelike, with deep wrinkles and age spots, as if he were simply an extremely elderly man. He wore a protective layer of cattle hide under saffron robes and sat cross-legged in the revered lotus position. His hands formed the dhyana mudra, an ancient gesture said to amplify spiritual energy, with his right hand placed on top of his left, almost as if he were still holding on to his meditation practice. But here's where things get really mind-boggling. The discovered monk, frozen in deep meditation, was believed to represent a mystical flame, an ancient symbol for spiritual purification and transcendence. His hands, still joined in the dhyana mudra, seemed to defy the laws of nature. His right hand hovered above his left as if he were breathing, even though he had no pulse or respiration. The monk was initially hidden by Entur, a local resident who stumbled upon him during a hike, and taken back to his home in Ulaanbaatar, an unlikely urban setting for such an extraordinary find. As one can imagine, this ancient relic didn't exactly fit in with the city's bustling rhythm, and rumors swirled that Entur was considering selling this mysterious piece of history. Now, let's talk about the monetary value and legal implications of this extraordinary find. This ancient monk, seemingly frozen in deep meditation, could fetch a hefty sum, possibly up to 0.5 million or more on the black market. But there's a catch: Mongolia's criminal code has strict penalties for smuggling cultural heritage items, carrying fines of up to 3,000 or sentences ranging from 5 to 12 years in prison. So, the allure of that hefty sum would have to be weighed against the potential legal repercussions. It's worth noting that this yogi was discovered in a cave within the Kubsk region of Mongolia, far from any serene mountaintop. The harsh conditions and extreme cold of his environment might have contributed to his remarkable state of preservation, raising questions about human endurance in total darkness and the effects on decomposition. Meet the mystifying monk, found meditating deep within a dark cave, a discovery that has sparked intense curiosity. The speculation surrounding this enigmatic figure points towards a possible connection with Lama Dashi Dorzo Itilagov, a revered Buryat Buddhist master from the Tibetan tradition. Born in 1852, Itilagov was known for his spiritual practices and ultimately passed away while in a state of tukdom, or meditation-induced death, back in 1927. His initial burial in a pine box didn't slow down the fascination surrounding him. When he was exhumed first in 1957, his body remained remarkably intact, leading to another reburial. A second exhumation in 1973 revealed that his corpse still hadn't decomposed, prompting its final resting place above ground, with the hope that he might one day rise again and stretch his legs. But here's the twist. Radiocarbon dating puts this monk in the same time frame as someone who could have potentially taught him Tukdam techniques. It's almost as if we're stepping into a Buddhist monk zombie apocalypse scenario, with numerous reports of monks found in this rare meditative state over centuries, and even just recently. A striking example is Geshe Gyatso, whose brain showed signs of consciousness after death when his remains were returned to Taiwan on July 24, 2020. But it's not just monks. Ordinary citizens like 90-year-old Chapka Tengshin from Bengaluru have been found in a remarkably serene state at the time of their passing, warm and glowing, leaving us with more questions than answers. Now, take the case of Chapka Tengshin. This ordinary citizen's skin was warm and she looked peaceful, like she was in a deep slumber that would never end. It's extremely rare for non-monks to achieve such an advanced meditative state, and her body was described as being in what monks call the clear light stage of deep meditation, essentially transcending death into a state known as tudkham, a state where consciousness remains even after physical demise. Berry Cousin, the Dalai Lama's personal physician, shared with a Siberian Times reporter that this monk had indeed passed away while in a rare meditative state called tudkham, where practitioners die intentionally, still fully conscious and aware. But here's the remarkable part. In tudkham, declared clinically dead individuals stay seated upright, still meditating, yet they retain a warm, youthful glow and an aura of deep serenity. Their bodies remain remarkably fresh and lifelike for days, months, or even years, with some reports suggesting that their physical form can persist despite death. Cousin sheds more light on this. If someone stays in tudkham for over 3 weeks, a rare feat, their body will gradually shrink, leaving behind only their hair, nails, and clothes as remnants. It's worth noting how these limits of human survival typically apply. No one can survive without oxygen for 3 minutes, water for 3 days, or food for 3 weeks. But tudkham seems to defy these natural boundaries. Now, here's where it gets truly mind-blowing. Tudkham doesn't just pause physical decay, it often stops it altogether. And this phenomenon is so extraordinary. Some call it the rainbow connection. In Tibetan Buddhist tradition, when an enlightened being enters tudkham, they're said to be birthing a new Buddha. It's a joyous, elevated state that radiates positivity and good fortune. People nearby even report seeing a stunning rainbow in the sky for days. This vibrant display is believed to signify that the practitioner has achieved a rainbow body, a testament to their spiritual triumph. The meditator's journey doesn't end there. They can keep growing spiritually, all the way up to becoming a Buddha. Imagine the love and positivity they'll share with others as they rise through these levels. It's a truly heartwarming prospect. Now, let's dive into some fascinating science. Thanks to the Tudkham Project, launched in 2016 at the Center for Healthy Minds, we've started to unravel the mysteries of this incredible state. By joining forces with Adela Hospital, Atro Institute, Mensi Kang, and the Office of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, researchers are studying both living and deceased practitioners of tudkham. This groundbreaking study was born out of a conversation between His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama and his lifelong friend, neuroscientist Richard Davidson, who was personally inspired by the experience of losing his close friend Jeshi Lundabsopa to tudkham, an event that made him stop breathing, but not living. You won't believe what's been observed about these tudkham practitioners after they pass away. In some cases, their bodies remain incredibly well preserved, appearing to glow and giving off no odor. Their skin stays supple and elastic, almost as if they're still meditating. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has shared that during tudkham, the area around the heart is even warmer than the rest of the body. It's truly a remarkable phenomenon. Some individuals have been known to stay in this state for weeks, sometimes even months, according to their own desires. Imagine being able to remain in a deep meditative, sleep-like state for 2 whole weeks, even in scorching Indian summers, without deteriorating like a regular corpse would. It's as if they're suspended in time. Let's dive into the fascinating story behind the great mystery of the meditating monks. Davidson and the Dalai Lama teamed up to unravel the secrets of tudkham with a bold plan. They assembled an impressive squad of 25 scientists from the US, India, and France. Together, they employed cutting-edge tech like EEG scans to investigate what happens during this mysterious meditative state. They focused on 4 living practitioners and 13 post-mortem subjects to see if they could uncover some answers. But here's the surprising part. Despite their best efforts, the researchers didn't find any measurable brain activity in the deceased individuals. It was as if their bodies were in a deep, unbreakable sleep. But what exactly was going on remains a puzzle still waiting to be solved. Now, let's jump into what they found out about these meditators after death. The team made it clear that their brain-reading tech only gave accurate results 26 hours post-mortem wall. So we can't say for sure what was happening before then. As for the monks' bodies remaining fresh, that claim remains unconfirmed. Fast forward to our monk from Sangino, who's been taken from his meditation cave. Now, he's in a pretty cool spot, being watched over at Mongolia's National Center of Forensic Expertise in Ulaanbaatar. Will he be chilling there for centuries in a deep post-mortem meditative state? Or will he end up on a lab table? Only time will tell.